Most people think ERP means expensive software used by big companies. That's too shallow. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. It is an information system that connects the major parts of a business into one integrated platform. Finance, HR, inventory, sales, purchasing, production, supply chain, operations. Instead of each department working in a separate system, ERP brings them together. In simple words, ERP helps a business run as one connected organization, not as disconnected departments. Think about a company that sells products. The sales team receives an order. Inventory needs to check stock. The warehouse needs to prepare delivery. Finance needs to create an invoice. Purchasing needs to reorder materials. Management needs to see the final report. Without ERP, each department may use separate files, separate software, separate records, and separate communication. That creates duplication, delays, errors, and confusion. But with ERP, one action can update multiple areas of the business. When a sale is made, inventory updates. Finance sees the revenue. Warehouse receives the delivery request. Purchasing can see stock levels. Managers can track performance. That is the real power of ERP. It connects business processes through shared information. In information systems, ERP is not just a software package. It is the central nervous system of an organization. It allows data to flow between departments so the business can operate with more control, visibility, and coordination. For example, in a restaurant chain, ERP can connect purchasing, stock, supplier invoices, staff schedules, payroll, branch performance, and financial reporting. In a manufacturing company, ERP can connect raw materials, production planning, machines, workers, warehouse stock, customer orders, and delivery timelines. In a university, ERP can connect admissions, student records, fees, HR, payroll, procurement, and finance. The point is simple. ERP reduces silos. A silo means one department has information that others cannot easily access. Sales may know customer demand, but inventory may not. Finance may know costs, but operations may not. HR may know staffing issues, but management may not see them quickly. ERP tries to break these walls. But here's the catch. ERP is powerful, but it is not magic. Many businesses fail with ERP because they treat it like a software installation instead of a business transformation. That is a serious mistake. If your processes are messy before ERP, the ERP may only make the mess more visible. If employees are not trained, they will resist the system. If data is inaccurate, ERP reports will be unreliable. If leadership does not support the change, the project can become expensive chaos. This is why ERP implementation is often difficult. It affects how people work, how departments communicate, how approvals happen, how data is entered, and how decisions are made. So the real challenge is not only technical, it is organizational. A successful ERP needs clean data, clear processes, trained employees, strong leadership, and realistic planning. Otherwise, companies spend huge money and still end up with frustrated staff, delayed projects, and systems nobody uses properly. Some of the most well-known ERP systems include SAP, Oracle ERP, Microsoft Dynamics, and NetSuite. But the brand is not the main issue. The real question is whether the ERP fits the business process. A small company does not need the same ERP complexity as a multinational corporation. A restaurant chain does not need the exact same setup as a car manufacturer. A hospital does not need the same workflow as an e-commerce company. ERP must match the business. Today, ERP systems are becoming more cloud-based and AI-powered. Modern ERP can generate reports, predict demand, automate approvals, detect unusual spending, recommend stock levels, and connect with CRM, supply chain, payroll, and business intelligence tools. But again, ERP should not be worshipped. It should be questioned. What problem is it solving? Which departments need integration? Is the data clean? Are employees ready? Are processes clearly defined? Will the system improve decisions or just add complexity? That is how serious businesses think about ERP. Because ERP is not about buying software. It is about building one connected operating system for the business. At the Learning Studio, the goal is simple: to understand ERP as a major part of information systems, not just as a business buzzword. Because once departments start sharing the same information, the business stops operating like separate islands and starts moving like one coordinated machine.